for giving us such an opportunity to discuss such an important global issue. Honorable delegates, Uzbekistan has historically been a transit country due to its proximity to Afghanistan. During the Soviet era, the region was heavily affected by the opiates and cannabis, which continued after the independence in 1991. Recognizing the security risks, Uzbekistan prioritized anti-narcotic measures in its national security strategy and became a regional leader in combating drug smuggling. Uzbekistan follows strict anti-drug policy, focusing on law enforcement, international cooperation, and public health. The government justifies this approach based on different factors. It will be threat to national security, the impact on public health, and economic consequences. Drug trafficking heavily affects Uzbekistan. First of all, it's a threat to our security. Drug smuggling contributes to terrorist financing and cross-border crime, and public health and economic damage. We have taken actions, and let me count several. Border security. Uzbekistan has deployed advanced surveillance drones and biometric tracking at the most important checkpoints, and legislative measures. In 1996, in 17th of November, Uzbekistan has established the National Information Analytical Center on Drug Control, known as NCDC, government agency that coordinates efforts to fight drug trafficking and implements active measures on both national and regional levels. And international cooperation. Uzbekistan collaborates with international bodies to enhance its anti-drug strategies. Namely, in 2018, United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, known as UNODC, and Uzbekistan Prosecutor General Office signed a memorandum of understanding to combat transnational organized crime, including drug trafficking. We have signed and ratified agreements, and here are the lists. Uzbekistan is a part of Paris PAC initiative, a global effort to fight Afghan opiate trafficking. Since 2003, it has focused on regional cooperation and reducing drug impact along trafficking routes. In the late 1990s, Uzbekistan joined 6+2 group, which included Afghanistan's 6 neighboring countries: China, Iran, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. In 2024, we can say that UNODC, we have also law enforcement, and in May, officers receive training. And in conclusion, Uzbekistan firmly believes that not only through collective actions and stronger international cooperation, we can effectively combat the global drug trade. And we call for collective actions. Thank you.
Okay, are you open for questions?
Of course.
Окей, the working language is Russian, рабочий язык русский, но в качестве исключения мы сейчас перейдем на английский as an exception, so there are too many questions. Okay, please, Thailand, your question.
How do you explain that despite the structure anti-narcotics legislations in October 2024, a drug worth with $1 million worth of goods was arrested in Tashkent region that same month?
As a delegate of Uzbekistan, we would like to answer to this specific question in written form.
Okay, great. Next question is, please, Pakistan.
Okay, thanks for the performance. And my question is, how does Uzbekistan plan to strengthen this control on its borders to prevent drug transit from especially Afghanistan, given its strategic location on the northern road?
As we prepared the declares and the necessity of establishing several hubs, and one of them would be, as I mentioned before, General Asian Counter-Narcotic Intelligence Hub. It would include regional countries, namely the neighboring countries of ours, and we would kindly urge them to join us into this organization and make it work by supporting it.
Okay, we will switch to the last question. Okay, please, Syria. Syria.